YouTube? So today we're going to talk about how you can see if the nutrition label is maybe a little bit wrong. Okay, now let me give some notes before I start this video. The first thing is I want to just say I trust nutrition labels for the most part, and when they're wrong, they're going to be wrong by just a few calories at most, okay? And this video is more, it's not gonna make or break your goals, you know, eating certain foods that were wrong the whole time, okay? But it's gonna help you understand better what goes into a protein, what goes into a carb, and what goes into a fat, how many calories each of them are, and help you understand the labeling system a little bit better. And so you get maybe a slightly more precise number when you're tracking, especially if you're tracking, and especially if you're tracking very, very, very accurately, okay? And for the most part, you don't need to be tracking that accurately. And so I wanted to say that first because for the most part, when people have conspiracy theories that nutrition labels are completely wrong and that you should never trust them, you should never use them as some sort of standard or some sort of mark to at least get a general idea, those people are wrong. Because those people, while they're busy talking about that, they're never exercising, okay? And so this video is for people who are already exercising and want to just get maybe a more precise measurement, maybe learn a little bit more about how they label it. So we are going to use this as an example. This is a pre-packaged protein shake. Nothing against this company. I use this all the time. And so even though we're going to use this as an example, and it's going to be wrong because I already checked, okay? Nothing against this company, but we're going to use this as an example. And so I don't know if the camera can see this. I don't want to bring it close and get it all out of focus or anything. But this protein shake says, it claims to be 160 calories, okay? And we're going to put that to the test. And so we know that the bulk of calories in any food is from macronutrients, not micronutrients. And so the macronutrients are protein, carbs, and fats. And for every gram of protein is 4 calories. Every gram of carbs is also 4 calories. And every gram of fat is 9 calories. And so if you simply do the math, this has 30 grams of proteins, which is, multiply that by 4 is 120. And then you go to carbs, which this thing has 5 grams. Multiply that by 4, you get 20. And this has 3 grams of fats. Multiply that by 9, you get 27. And so the total for this would be, let's see, it was 120, 20, and 27. And so that'd be 167 calories. And so just from basic understanding of how much is in a carb, how much is in a fat, how much is in a protein, we can come to the conclusion that this thing has closer to 167 than what it's labeled. It's labeled at 160. And so it never is going to be that big of a difference. It's just for people to get a better idea. In fact, you should probably trust a nutrition fact as a general guideline, okay? Because that's where a lot of trainers go to program your nutrition. And so they might be wrong, certain foods, certain labels, but it's generally, if you're eating it and you're tracking to the best of your abilities, you're gonna get the results you want instead of sitting back and making all these conspiracy theories, okay? So this is not gonna, you know, that extra 7 calories isn't gonna make or break my progress. And this isn't a bad company just because it's a little bit off. And granted, even though we came up with 167, it might not even be 167. We just know that it's significantly more than 160. So I would guess the actual amount in this bottle of protein would probably be 165, okay? Now, the last note you need to know is that when you calculate and it is less than the calories given, then it probably is how much it's labeled. Does that make sense? And so if you calculate, this is labeled at 160. If let's say we calculated 158, it's probably still 160, okay? It's only usually wrong, okay, if you were able to calculate it and the number you got is more than the number labeled, okay? And so they're never gonna lie by by going over. They're always gonna lie by going under. So, you know, people, because the majority of the population wants to lose weight. And so they're always gonna lie going under. So even if you calculate it correctly and you get a lower number than the number labeled, it's still probably the number labeled, okay? It's only wrong if you calculate it and it's higher than the number labeled, if that makes sense, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I am on another run at daily uploads. I will be uploading quality content every day, so please share this video, and I will catch you later, YouTube. Peace.